and all of a sudden, dudes with their balls and they hairy nuts and their dicks decide to want to run against females, they can. So now they're finishing first and second. My daughter is finishing third, fourth, sometimes fifth because of the unfair advantage. That could I can kill a child's confidence from their dream or something. Because you might as well just let men race women. Period. If that's what it's going to be. And I always go back to that because that is the truth. That I'm not saying you do what you want to do. I don't give a fuck about you and what you like and what you want to be. That's you. But at the end of the day, that is so unfair. This woman she suffered a fractured skull. He beat the bitch brains in. Number one, I do want to say she didn't know because she was like, she's not a doctor. She don't know if it's because she was a man or what. But yeah, it's because she was a man. But you definitely shouldn't have got your ass in there. But that's neither here nor there. You didn't know. You felt like, all right, it's a woman now, so maybe they took their strength away. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. But understandably, I feel like that shit is not right. What it is though is that we as a society now is so soft, so fucking cautious of what they say or what we say to people, what we feel about. Man, fuck that shit. Right is right and wrong is wrong, period. I don't give a fuck how you feel. If it's right, it's right. If wrong, is wrong. And that shit is wrong. That shit is wrong. If my daughter she motherfucking got a fight and a motherfucker who used to be named fucking Brad Johnson is in there and now her name is motherfucking Tina Smith, bitch, please. No, that shit is so far wrong. We got to be able to tell these people that shit wrong. And so if motherfucker get mad, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Motherfuckers will say something that's absolutely the truth, and then a motherfucker criticize them, and they got to get on TV and apologize. Man, fuck that shit, man. Back in the day, if you was gay, you was gay. Period. Motherfuckers say, I don't fuck with you like that. You do your thing, but I don't fuck with you like that. Now, if you say that, even that, I see, peep what I said. Hey, you gay, but I don't fuck with you like that. Boom. If you say that, there's nothing wrong with saying that back then. But if you say that now, motherfuckers will pick it. They will be outside of your house in they motherfucking Daisy Dukes and they fucking police hats and the goddamn, the fucking flip. I don't know what the fuck they be wearing, but they will be on your ass for shit like that. And that shit is not fair. So that, because that's turning motherfuckers so soft and you can't say anything. It's like a motherfucker at the age of 4 and 5 dressing up like women talking about their girl. That shit is taught behavior right there. That shit, when you get a certain age and you feel that. It's like I got cousins, I got family members who are like that. And when they hit a certain age, they knew that. They felt that, and that's what it is. Nobody was being like, what, you a woman? Here. Nobody was doing that. No, nobody was holding their tongue like, nah, you can't do it. Nobody was doing that. When it was time, it was time. And I'm like, motherfucker, 4 years old ain't time. You don't even know how to be. If you're born a man, a boy, at fucking 4, you barely know how to even be a boy yet. But you mean to tell me that your parents is letting you dress up full-blown girl, bro. Full-blown girl. It is what it is. But we gotta stop. If we see the bullshit, if you see the bullshit, send it to me. Send it to my Twitter. I'll say something about it. I don't give a fuck. Because that shit is stupid as fuck. It is what it is, though. And do y'all notice every time when I do an episode by myself, I'm like a lot more intense. I'm like a lot more serious when I do an episode by myself. It is what it is, though. Excuse me, Tasty Beverage was talking to me. Another thing I saw on Facebook, it's been a clip of a girl, an Asiatic girl, quote unquote black girl, whatever, going around where she is like totally against her race. She is saying stupid shit, saying basically white supremacist shit, saying they stink, they're ugly, they're this, they're that. And motherfuckers are on her ass like, they should be. I think she's 16, 17, but they're on her ass like they should be. She is, saying this craziness about her own race. But there's one thing a lot of you all are missing. Nobody's really touching this part of the story. Now, if you pay attention to the story, when Dr. Phil interviewed her mother, now her mother got involved in an interracial relationship when they were young, when they were like babies, practically, when the children were babies. And what she did was tell them that the guy she was with, quote unquote, pale form white guy she was with, was their biological father. That's what she told them. So for all that long time, I want to say up to like 3 years ago, they believed, because he passed away, so they believed that he was their biological father and that he was the only man in their life and that they were pale form, they were white. Think about that. Now, this is what the mother did. But yet she goes on Dr. Phil because of the way her child is acting toward her own, when she was acting the very same way towards her own. Not letting them know what their heritage is, who they really are. So they grow up, they growing up thinking that that's what it is, and then all of a sudden say, no, this is what it is. And she said at that point, that's what triggered that. So this is that mother's fault. All of this is that mother's fault. Think about that. That's another, she basically was training her children to believe that. So yes, and there's no telling what all was said, because she's not going to say what all was said, but just that little bit of information, that tells a lot about that mother. That tells a whole lot about that mother and why that child feels the way she does. I can't blame that child. I mean, she's old enough now, but the way certain people's psyches are made up, the way certain people are made up, certain information takes them different places. And when she heard that information, she was in denial of that, and that's what you get. So everybody's on her ass. No, the mother did that. That mother allowed that child to believe that. So she is way more to blame than the child. I gotta be careful, man, what you teach your children. This shit is for real. That shit is in them. And that's what she did. She taught them that. She said that this is your father. And they believed that, and they believed that they were not who they were. So y'all just keep that in mind when you read these crazy ass shits. And what else happened? I was gonna talk about Kanye again, but I think I'm gonna say that for me and Ty. That's one of those me and Ty conversations. Maybe Miss Virgo join in. I gotta see. It's like this schedule is all fucked up. I gotta see. That's one of them conversations, because alright, man, fuck that. But what else? Megan Hill, CNN, her ass got fired. She said blackface was not offensive, along with a lot of other crazy shit, but they got on this shit because absolutely that shit is offensive. And she got on TV crying the other day, it might have been yesterday, with this apology, like I do realize it is offensive. You are fucking grown as shit. You know damn well that's offensive. Because when motherfuckers do it, it's told to them that they're offensive. Motherfucker, every time that shit happens, motherfucker gets up and they in this blackface shit, it's told to them that it's offensive. So, you know the shit's offensive. You just don't give a fuck. You thought that shit was going to help. I don't know. Well, her ass is fucking jobless now. And rightfully so. She should have been jobless a long time ago, some of the shit she be saying. But she's jobless. She got on TV fucking crying, talking about, I do understand I offended people. You know damn well you offended people when you let that shit come out your mouth. It is what it is. So that bitch gone. What else? Damn, there's a lot of shit going on. It was a guy who's in Kentucky, came out and he killed some people. He killed 2 people. Quote unquote white guy shot 2. 2 of us and Kroger's. And at first the media tried to make it seem it was just a random act of violence. And then they interviewed the guy, and the guy said his father, when the guy was out there, when he shot those 2 people, his father approached the guy with his gun out. And his father, it was a white guy, the guy approached the guy with the gun out, and his father was like, put the gun down, I won't shoot you. And the guy told him, I'm not going to shoot you because whites don't kill whites. So at that point, they could not ignore the fact that it was a racially motivated killing by a white supremacist who once again lost his mind. It's just, I mean, this shit is not going to stop, y'all. Y'all just be careful out there, man. And it's fucked up. You can't even go you can't go grocery shopping without this shit possibly happening to you. You know, it's like when you like trying to avoid being pulled over by police. I mean, you can do some preventive measures to not get pulled over, hopefully. But it's like, you know, when you scared to go grocery shopping, you scared to go to fucking video game events. You know, you scared, just scared to be out in the fucking streets. This shit ain't stopping, man. So you gotta protect. I don't know what to tell you to do, because I'd be worried about that shit. Where was I yesterday? I went to Bush's. I went to Bush's to get me some tasty grouper and a baked potato yesterday. I was in there. And why am I in there looking around thinking that a motherfucker is going to come in and shoot this shit up? I shouldn't go to eat some fucking seafood and think that I could get shot and killed. That is the worst shit ever. But that shit actually ran through my mind. Those are the things that run through my mind sometimes. And that's just fucking terrible. But it is what it is. What else going on? Like I said, there's a lot of shit going on. But I do want to talk about one thing. Shout out to the homie J-Dub at Proper Cuts. Keep your boy fresh. Yo, get with him, man. Y'all, if you're in the CSRA area, get with him. He got some shit going on. Got some shit good going on. But yeah, shout out to Proper Cousin J-Dub. I want to say at a certain point in life, you have to accept what you have done to either to hold you back or even to that progresses you to the next level. It's like we are quick to own up to victories and accomplishments, but we are very seldomly do we own up to our fuck ups. At some point in life, you got to be like, I am where I am because of this. And me personally, I can admit that. I feel I'm finna open up a little bit to y'all. I feel where I am in life is not where I should be. I feel like I should be farther